My name is Brian Walshe, and I'm the Fire Safety Manager for Broadland. Before I worked at Broadland, I worked for the Norfolk Fire and Rescue Service, and previously to that for the London Fire Brigade. Having spent 30 years in the fire service, I was a fire investigation officer, I was an operational response officer, and I also used to lead on enforcement and prosecution. Following retirement, I had a consultancy business. I never wanted to give up my work in fire safety, and I had previously worked with Broadland through engagement in the fire service and noted that they advertised a fire safety manager's post, and that I expressed the interest in it. My role as a fire safety manager in Broadland, there's probably two strands. One is compliance, and one is keeping our tenants safe within the home. With compliance, it's ensuring that our buildings do meet all the requirements which are imposed under the fire safety order, which means carrying out fire risk assessments, and tenant engagement, and ensuring that tenants are safe within the home, and putting in various measures to keep our tenants safe. Part of that tenant engagement is to, we can carry out home fire risk assessments. So we may identify some tenants who may be vulnerable, it may be because of age or disability, and we can give really good advice. We can liaise with the fire and rescue service, and we can put perhaps additional fire safety measures in a person's home to maintain their safety. In my experience, the greatest fire risk for tenants, number one would be smoking and smoking materials, perhaps the careless disposal of cigarettes, or perhaps children having easy access to matches and cigarette lighters. Number two is electrical. Fires can be caused by electrical equipment. It can be caused from the misuse or the lack of maintenance on electrical equipment, overloading of sockets, or using inappropriate chargers or adapters. Number three would be cooking. In the kitchen, in my experience, I have attended many fires. People leaving things in the oven, forgetting about them, or on the hob. And when you've had perhaps one or two drinks, you're more prone to doing this. Also, deliberate ignition and arson. We try to ensure that all our premises are secure. We actively encourage tenants to report any suspicious activity to reduce that risk. And the last one is candles. Again, in my experience, I've been to many fires involving candles. People just forget to put them out before going to bed. Or you may have, a cat or a dog knock a candle over, and it only takes a few seconds for that fire to take hold. The people who are most at risk from fire are older people or people who may have a disability. This is because they may be alerted to a fire from a smoke detector, but unable to escape to a place of safety within a safe margin of time. In other words, that they're not able to escape from the room where the fire may have started. When we identify vulnerable tenants, again, we can put in measures. Additional measures. For example, we can put in a misting system which will put a fire out in its early stages, and again we'd encourage people to contact us if they are aware of any person who may be vulnerable, and if we can't help, we can always contact the Norfolk Fire and Rescue Service. Post Grenfell, we're going to see a lot of changes in fire safety law. The building regulations are changing. There's the fire safety bill, there's the building safety bill. And what this means is that we have to engage with tenants, listen to tenants. We do that anyway. I think we're good at that. And also we have to ensure that when we build buildings or put refurbishments, that they're built to the building regulations, and we never ever have a repeat performance of Grenfell.